We're all in the studio. Happy holidays, Kathy's.
Happy holidays.
We are all here. The family spirit is alive and well.
Yeah.
You know, I was in, I've been in New York basically 100 times this year.
Yeah.
And our office is on 42nd and 6th. So Bryant Park, basically, Times Square. People like to call it Bryant Park. I call it Times Square.
Right.
In that area, it's whatever, 7-8 blocks from the tree.
Yes.
It is mind-boggling the amount of people that come every year to New York City.
Yes.
For Christmas vibes.
Yes.
Like there's a Christmas market around Rockefeller Center, which, you know, I think is kind of cool. The tree and the ice skating rink and this. And so the last few weeks, the hotels have been absurd.
Yeah.
Like my normal night hotel is like, I don't know, $250 to $300. I'm not staying at nice places.
Right.
It was $800.
Wow.
For a dump. And every year at this time of year, it's because people are here there for Christmas. Look, the tree looks cool. The Grove tree might be bigger.
Yeah.
The Grove tree's huge.
It's huge.
It blows my mind. Like we talk about the internet and I don't know, there was a time when they thought that e-com was going to destroy all brick and mortar and whatever, right? And VR and all this shit.
Yeah.
The amount of time, more so time, and money that people still spend on really bad experiences blows my mind.
So the Christmas thing, look, I don't want to knock it because I don't mind it. Like I walked by it like 10 times. Our one of our investors is literally in 30 Rock, like next door. And so I see it and I see people are happy and whatever, but like these idiots are taking pictures of everything. Like I saw people taking pictures of Saks Fifth Avenue, the store. Then I saw people taking pictures of like any tree. I mean, they're just like,
it's bad. It's just a low bar.
I know, but like, yeah. And by the way, it's like, look, I'm not a New York person, so I don't like, I'm there a lot, but it's not my city.
Yeah.
It's freezing cold.
That's my point.
It doesn't even make sense.
I think that's the element of the winter holidays.
Yeah,
they dress
it's
up,
cold.
put the scarf on.
I know, but it's like
winter
what the
jacket.
Fuck? Can you imagine? Like I was thinking this the other day because I live by Hollywood Boulevard and on my little walks, because now I walk, I'm a walker. I see, sometimes I'll walk down Hollywood Boulevard. Don't advise that, but I do it. And the shit people are doing, like people are walking, like there's like a pile of shit here, but then there's like Elvis Presley's star on the Walk of Fame and people are like taking photos next to it. And like, it's just the stuff that people.
I know that's why when everyone talking about AGI and AI, I'm like, no, we're so far.
I know the bar is so low. Like to think about what it would cost to go from like middle America to New York to stand in the cold, probably gather your kids, fighting and arguing, who don't give a fuck about a tree, throwing on your scarf and shit, and going taking photos of just a big ass tree.
Likely using the subway.
Oh,
yeah, because the traffic is so bad.
And then you go wait in line at the Cheesecake Factory, and then you go back to your hotel and listen to your kids fight.
Yeah,
it's just.
Did you get that picture?
But it's just a big tree. I mean, all things. To be fair, I haven't seen it ever. It's just a big tree.
Yeah, I mean, there's an ice skating rink around it.
Right, but not everyone's ice skating, right? They're taking pictures.
Yeah, most people are just there. You take the picture. Like I mean, look, it's funny because my the funniest thing is I my youngest was like, I want to picture the tree, so I went and took a picture of the tree. It doesn't look that big.
Let me see it.
So people are coming all over the world for that.
That is
tree.
the dumbest thing I've ever heard of, man.
It doesn't look that big.
That's the tree?
Yeah.
I think it's just because it's the tree.
Well, it's been in so many movies.
Yeah. But not that tree. It's just another tree in that location.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, look, my parents might be listening and I might have a photo as a kid next to that fucking tree. That's a very Ohio vacation. So I'm hating on my own childhood, but it blows my mind with all the talk. I think the reason why I'm hating on it is because a lot of the talk is like the internet and that's where everything exists and everything else is going to go out of business and everything else is stupid and everything else. But if you go look at people gathering up next to that tree, it tells a different story.
Yeah, no, it's a fascinating thing, and I get it. Like the holidays are exciting for people, but like it's big money to go to New York City during this time of year and sit in cold.
It's also why I feel like hobbies are so important, or like, like if your kids are into sports and you can take them to a game, or like,
Yeah.
because if not, you're going and looking at a tree.
Yeah,
Because those are a bunch of kids with no hobbies.
yeah. I literally don't think it has nothing to do with the kids.
Yeah, I don't think the kids.
There's
care.
no kid there looked happy.
Well, no, sorry. I guess more what I was alluding to is like, those are the grown-ups that never had hobbies.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
so
there's no
it just
passion.
morphs
There's no,
into the person.
right, like you don't get to like build like, oh, we love the Dodgers or we love the Mets. Or,
I think there's a boomer generation that is still holding on to the tree.
gotta let the
and-
tree go.
And then, maybe like it's a grandparent situation where, grandparents are coming and
Yeah.
let's all go to New York for the weekend and see the tree and have hot chocolate at Serendipity. I don't know, like whatever the sell is, but
Also 100 times out of 100, I would save the money and just go to New York in the spring.
yeah.
No tree, just enjoy the city.
Yeah.
And just walk around like, wow, it's a beautiful city. It's awesome. There's so
Yeah.
much going on.
Yeah.
So I get it. If you live in New York, it's a great time pass. You can kill half a day, but spending the $800 a night plus the travel.
Right. And no one that lives in New York is looking at that fucking tree.
No
It's
chance.
either outside of their really nice office window or they don't see it.
Yeah, because we do that in LA. We'll go, with the kids, Century City Mall, and look at the Christmas decorations,
Right.
the Grove, but we live here.
Yeah. That's different than
And it's a
booking a
good
trip.
time pass. Kills 3 hours.
I'm telling you, no one in New York City is going to see the tree.
no one goes to
Zero.
Times Square that lives in New York City unless
No
your
chance.
office is there.
No, I'm literally the only person I know that goes to Times Square.
Most people
Why do you do that?
Because our office is there.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right.
most people who live in New York, of the professionals you're talking about, unless you work in private equity, you don't even leave Soho, Tribeca.
Yeah,
No.
there are
Private equity, they have all the
Midtown.
that the Central Park offices.
Yeah, but and that's not really Times Square. That's
And
like
hedge
10,
funds
12
too.
blocks up
in
from
the
town.
50s, right?
Yeah.
So you're not even seeing Times Square is a specific group of people.
Yeah, it's different ilk.
It's just funny, man. Like there's one conversation that's like AI and robots are doing everything and
And
we're
there's
going to have VR goggles. And then there's just people staring at the tree. Just like, what a blast.
Well, it does go on, how important the experience part of culture and the future is. It's like if you can provide people a pathway to experience something, they're clearly willing to pay any amount of money.
Yeah.
Because New York City is ungodly. It's like
Yes.
Disneyland expensive.
Yes.
Way more than Disneyland, I would say.
Yeah, but like even if you think in LA and Beverly Hills, I would say thousands of people a week are taking that picture with the palm trees.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thousands. Yeah. Hundreds of
And
thousands.
I'm saying a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Millions over the year. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, they want that palm tree pick. That's what I'm saying. Like if
They're
you're
willing to potentially get hit by a car.
Yeah.
yes.
They don't even care.
No, you got to
No.
get the pick.
You gotta get the pick.
It's
That's why like I'm not short like AI and all that, but like I think we can all just
yeah. The problem is like people in San Francisco. And I've shared this story with. This is at Joe Lonsdale House. Whenever we went like 15, 20 years
Yeah,
ago.
it was a long time ago.
A long time ago. I was talking to a guy and he was like, oh, what do you do? And he goes, I'm in fashion. He's like, oh, what's that mean? And I'm like, oh, it's, we run brands, make clothes.
Right.
He's like, what are you talking about?
shut up, nerd.
He's like, I'm just going to 3D print whatever I want, whenever I
yeah,
want.
see, fuck off with all that.
I go to him. I'm like, you think Nike is just going to let people make Nike clothes at home?
You can't.
And he's like, oh, what do I want Nike for? I'm like, do you know who Michael Jordan is?
I know they're so stupid.
They're just so
The irony
yeah.
at that
off
same
the
house.
spectrum.
Remember, he had the Game of Thrones chair.
I don't know what the game
From
is.
the show,
Yeah.
right?
So that's like literally the antithesis
it's a
of
Nike-
like,
it's-
Hey, that's
they're
your
Nike.
tree, you fucking dork.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do, man? Like, no, the average American's going to Marshalls and getting a fucking scarf to go visit the tree. They're not 3D printing their fucking. Ooh.
Yeah, and that's my point is that like all these people think that like the future is like going to be some like crazy world. Okay, look, here's the harsh reality. All this AI stuff, it's going to work. It's going to make our lives better. I'm a big believer in all of that. but I don't think it's fundamentally going to change what we do during Christmas.
No, because I think there's two different things. No, I think there's two different things. One is it'll make companies more efficient, more profitable, no question. But it's not going to change human behavior.
No.
Right. That's, I think, the big thing that those types miss.
They missed that. This guy literally, this was like 15 years ago. Guy was telling me that everyone's just going to 3D print their clothes at home.
Right.
That was 15 years ago. Guess what? Nobody's doing that. 15 years later.
Even 6 years ago, everyone thought we're just going to have goggles and sit at home all day.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably use Sora today and make a video of you climbing that fucking tree and planting your own star at the top.
Yeah.
They still want to go look at it.
Yeah. They're just, yeah. And what's interesting is in that same vein, sports participation in youth is at all-time high.
Yeah.
In every sport.
Exactly.
It's even as recent as 5-6 years ago, there was like this and we talked about this in the podcast, existential threat that football, NFL will not exist because the youth will stop playing because of CTE, which will then have a cascading effect. There's so many people basically saying in 10 years, football will no longer be a sport.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck.
No.
It's bigger than ever.
They don't. Some
Youth
CTE.
football is bigger than ever.
CTE is not going to stop Americans.
No.
You know what I mean? That's too far down the road.
Yeah, but like it just goes back to like things are pretty simple. Like we like football, we like trees.
Yeah. You know what annoys me, and this is not my take, this is a popular take, is with all this technology and all this shit, like the basic fundamentals of like life hasn't really changed that much. Like the flight from here to New York still takes the same amount of time.
Yeah.
The car ride takes the same amount of time. The traffic is the same.
Yeah.
All the like fundamentals.
Yeah.
Like sure, some dude in a Prius can bring you your dinner on Postmates.
Yeah.
Great. But like, we're not talking about 3D printing our fucking things and VR and like none of that.
I mean, let's just be honest. Let's look at like my childhood versus my children's childhood. What is the inherent difference?
Right.
What are they doing that I did differently? Not
it's literally
sitting courtside.
Yeah.
That's different. That's not technology.
That's money.
Yeah. It's literally like you can take an Uber instead of a cab.
And we're not in Ubers.
Right. But it's
We
like,
drive.
it's like that.
Yeah.
It's like you.
It's marginal when your kids get older. You're going to be comfortable putting them in an Uber.
Oh yeah, or a Waymo. Yeah. Okay, fine.
But that's the point.
You're telling me in 30 years, that is the only difference?
Where's the hovercraft and the 3D printing and the supersonic jets?
Right.
You're still literally flying like the actual plane.
I'm pretty sure it's slower to go back to New York.
It feels real slow. Speed it up.
It's like literally like painfully slow.
It's so slow, dude.
So Elon's been on an interview spree the last like few weeks. I don't know if you've seen.
No, I
got
got to catch up.
I've only seen clips because they're all 2 hours long.
It's my favorite thing.
And I don't even know what the prompt was, what the question was. He went on a rant how, fashion really hasn't progressed in the last 25 years. He goes, we're wearing the same things.
Yeah.
And he just went off on fashion.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because
Yeah. It's fair.
But you could, very few things have evolved. So like as an adult, I would say the biggest changes in my life, obviously the internet access to information is number one for me. I would say by far.
Yeah.
And that it allowed us to have a lot more conveniences, which then created the ability to move anywhere with things like Uber or order food. But like outside of like information, gambling, some food comes a little faster.
Yeah.
By the way,
I think Ozempic is a big one. That's a big revolutionary thing for humanity.
Yeah, humanity. But that's not out of, I don't know if that to me, that's more science than it is tech.
Yeah. I'm more talking about like all this 3D printing bullshit and this flying car bullshit and all this shit. You're literally getting in a plane. Like, I don't know shit about planes, but like it's from fucking 1980.
Yeah.
The plane that you're flying from JFK to LAX, they just redid the seats.
Yeah.
The fuck are we doing?
Yeah. I can't even tell you how many flights I take where there's no screen.
I know.
And I'm like, you guys have like movies and
That's
shit?
a cost-cutting thing.
Yeah, it's on do you have an iPad? I was like, no, I don't fucking have an iPad.
It's when I fly to Ohio, like I'm about to go to Ohio for Christmas, and there, you get the cheap planes because it's Cleveland, and There's never
Screens.
screens.
No.
Never.
That means the plane is from the 70s.
Like, what are
Yeah.
we doing? Swap out the seats at least. I don't need 3D printers and
that's
flying cars. Can I get some new seats?
That's a structural problem with the airline industry. None of them make money, so they're not going to upgrade the seats.
I know, but it's
The plane.
everything.
The plane. They're not upgrading anything.
I know, but like, you know, Elon's complaining about fashion. Well, let me tell you something, Elon. Why the fuck does it take me 6 hours to get to New York still?
Yeah, like you know how
The
your
shit
phone.
he's doing with space is, I know the three of us are the least experts in space. He's doing some
No,
crazy
it's great.
shit.
I'm talking about our day-to-day lives.
Yeah, day to day live fine.
Yeah, but that's the thing is that's when everyone's talking about AGI. I'm like, AGI?
Yeah.
What are you
Speed up the
talking about?
plane. Make the plane go faster.
Do you know when we were growing up, Domino's had 30 minutes or less. Growing up,
Yeah.
80s, 90s.
They don't even have that anymore.
You can't get food delivered to you 30 minutes or less
It's getting
anymore.
worse.
It's worse.
The flights
It's
are
1 hour.
longer and Domino's is longer.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've gone backwards.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just my rant on like all this technology.
We spent
fucking-
trillions of dollars and nothing has improved.
Yeah.
Give me one thing that's dramatically improved besides what? Gambling? Porn?
Well, it's all the phone.
Yeah, everything's related to the smartphone.
It's that you have all the information in the world and all the entertainment in the world on your phone. That's what is the thing. That's the only thing.
Yes, but nothing else. Like nothing else has dramatically improved.
No. Like food is less healthy. Food is more expensive and less healthy. There's no,
So we kind of failed.
well, it's
not
just
much progress is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
I think all the progress is probably in like healthcare and stuff, and even Ozempic to your point. But I think, longevity and healthcare and all that stuff. But like, I'm just, when you get really out of pocket with the technology, 3D printing, people like to go look at a fucking tree. That's what they want to do.
Yes.
And they like their Nikes.
Yeah. It's the same shit.
And they like to wait in line.
Love to wait in line.
They really
I mean,
do.
just in LA, how many coffee shops have 50 to 75 people standing outside?
yeah. People love
La La
lines.
Land.
The
Uh,
one at the Mayborn,
Yeah.
there's
Always.
a huge line.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think the normal psyche is that when you see the line, that is a trigger that's the line you want to be in.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to the place next door with no line.
There was a saying, an old sales rep of mine always used to say, food tastes better in crowded restaurants.
Yeah.
And it's definitely the psyche of everyone else is there. Why am
Yeah.
So like when I go, obviously I'm in airports all the time. If it's Starbucks, obviously mobile order, I'll always get it. Whatever, it's fine. If there's not a Starbucks, and let's just say there's like other coffee shops, and let's just say it's Coffee Bean, and I don't have the app or whatever.
Mhm.
The Coffee Bean line will have 50 people in the morning. 50.
Mm-hmm.
2 things over is like a steakhouse that in the morning time they turn into a coffee shop.
Right.
Not one person.
Right.
Coffee. It's literally coffee. Whatever you want. Iced lattes, cappuccinos, macchiatos, all the same, literally. And I'll just walk up and I'll be like,
Yeah.
I go, no line, huh? He's like, yeah, I don't know. People don't think we have what they have. We're the same shit. You want vanilla, you want mocha, you want whatever. It's just
Yeah.
people feel
they just-
comfortable with the line.
Yeah. They need to hire a line.
Yeah.
There should be line services.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you could put it together, but like there should be a company that sells lines.
Yeah. You need 40 people.
What size line do you need?
Yeah.
You can order it online. Online. You can have a 40-person line. It's relatively affordable. You can get a 250 banger. It's kind of expensive. You can pick the genre of humans. Like
Yeah.
you want mostly women.
I mean, in nightlife, the Vegas clubs, they intentionally have
Yeah.
a massive line. They can let people in quicker.
Yeah. Those clubs are huge.
Yeah, you get in there and they're empty. Not that they're empty all the time, but like, if you go early,
Yeah.
massive line, you go in, no one's in there
The air
yet.
conditioner's
It's actually nice and cool.
Yeah, I
Might
want to
be a little
start.
cold.
I want to make buy a line.
I like buy a line.
Yeah. What was the one time? There was a topic on here about what people like waiting in lines for. Oh, did we talk
Literally
about it?
everything.
Yeah. So there was one that where like people don't complain about waiting in line, and it was an article that came out. Anyone have a guess?
I read
For
it.
one thing,
Yeah.
Disney.
No. Grocery store.
Who
Self
like at the
checkout apparently has. It is true when you go to a grocery store.
Yeah, self checkout's always open.
Self checkout's open. I think people find it like complicated, overwhelming.
Is that just
go,
like how
go
dumb-
back to AGI?
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, oh yeah, robots are taking over. People
People can't figure out how to scan
self-checkout.
7 items. Yeah. I think that's because people are just a little clumsy.
I think they're legit nervous that maybe they don't pay for something and they may steal it or they just don't know what to do.
They don't want to bag it themselves.
I think it's more of like, it feels like it's more work. Like I'm paying for food. You tell me how much it costs. You fucking put it in a bag.
Right.
Whereas like, all right, like the amount of things now that ask me for a tip where there's literally not a human is still fascinating.
Yes.
Right.
Like, like you can go to a lot of fast food restaurants now are full on just
Automated. Yep.
like a tablet.
Yeah.
You're not even speaking to someone, but they'll
Yeah.
still ask for a tip.
They sure do.
It's wild. And I think the self-checkout at grocery stores, I think gives people a pause of like, fuck it. I don't care. I'll wait in line. You fucking figure out how much all this stuff costs. Why am I doing your job?
Fair.
I have no problem with it, but I do notice that it's real.
Yeah, that's an interesting psychology thing because it's like it is almost always empty.
Yeah.
I also feel like people just aren't really in that much of a rush. Like, I don't fucking know, dude. I'm out here. I'm going back home to the
Yeah,
family.
whatever. I'll wait 5 more
Whatever.
minutes.
Yeah. Like, I'm not in that much of a rush. I want to bag my own shit. Come on. I'll wait 20 minutes. Like, I think if you weighed like time versus work,
Yeah.
it's like, I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'd rather not do the work.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. That's a fun topic online. You want to talk about, well, you talked about Elon on, and so Elon in his very quick mission to be a trillionaire,
Yep.
not that that's necessarily his mission, but he's fucking just cruising right towards it. SpaceX is most likely going to go public in 2026.
Yep.
What I saw was they're raising money right now, and someone posted on Twitter or on X that the plan was to go public, and he said, yeah, this guy's right.
Yep.
So what's going on? I mean, this is just going to be a monster IPO.
So they actually weren't raising money. What they did was a secondary sale. So they allowed existing investors and employees sell. Because Elon made it a point. You think I need the money? He's like, I'm just letting people sell. So people are able to sell at $800 billion valuation
right now.
And the rumor is it's going to be valued at 1.5 trillion when they go public. My assumption it gets to 2 trillion pretty quickly.
As big as an IPO ever?
Yeah, by far.
Oh,
Bigger
yeah.
than Aramco, the Saudi.
Which was what, like 300 million? What, or 300 billion?
trillion,
What?
I think.
I think it was a trillion.
At
yeah.
that time,
Yeah, so there has been a trillion.
So there's the progress. It used to be oil.
No, I know, but I'm still in a slow ass plane.
Yeah.
Why don't you shoot me up in one of those rockets? Let me land in New York in 30 minutes.
that's what it says.
Jesus.
My life is my children's life and my childhood
Yeah.
is not that materially different.
So Saudi Aramco was a trillion. So there has been a trillion,
Yeah. Let me just.
or roughly.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but either way, I mean, what's the market cap of Tesla?
I think 1 point something trillion.
Right. And then he just got that crazy pay package approved.
Yeah.
And then he's
So
about to.
it said he owns 42% of SpaceX.
That's wild.
which is, I can't believe he owns that much still.
I can't
Because they've
believe.
done so many fundraisers.
Yeah.
So SpaceX, once they go public, the public exit of SpaceX will have a material impact on Los Angeles.
1.7 trillion was the implied valuation when Aramco went public.
So SpaceX is based in El Segundo.
Yeah.
So a ton of employees, early employees, existing employees are all in California,
Yeah.
specifically LA. A lot of the investors who invested along the way are all LA people. It is probably going to be the most impactful thing to LA economy
Yeah.
since the entertainment industry. Like I'm talking about, there's so many people we know that have invested money that aren't going to make like 2 million. They're going to make hundreds of millions.
Right.
So I think it's going to have such a massive impact on LA when that company finally goes public.
Yeah. Any employee that was there 10 years ago is going to be worth at least 50 to 100 million.
Yeah.
Even if you were a low level engineer.
Yeah. And there's so many of those people.
Yep.
thousands of people at this point have cycled through that company.
We have friends who invested in SpaceX.
Everyone. So it was one of those things where early on, I remember it became a company where there was a lot of SPVs, which is a special purpose vehicle where people can, let's say, you can, if you're friends with Elon goes, fine, Drama, you could put together, $1 billion
Right.
In my next round.
Right.
And you can take money from whoever.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because it was a LA company, a lot of LA people were friends with him. A lot of LA people, like I know so many people that invested at 1 billion and 10 billion and 20 billion and 50 billion, which I remember even I was offered all those. And I was like, $20 billion for SpaceX? It was a steal.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. In LA specifically, like D was saying, there have been countless number of SPVs floating around.
Yeah.
You could throw a rock down the street and find someone pitching you a SpaceX SPV.
Yeah.
The problem is, there's a reason why Elon owns 44%. There's very, very few people on that cap table,
Right.
and very, very few people that have been approved to be on that cap table. So these SPVs, everyone got, because it's Elon. So
Right.
everyone wants to be in the business of Elon. They want to own a piece of Elon. They started doing synthetic ownership. There was a joke on Twitter
The fuck?
that Kirkland and Ellis is going to be the biggest, the law firm,
Yeah.
because there are going to be so many lawsuits because all these people in SPVs are going to realize they don't own anything.
Right.
And so they call them like future contracts, but it's SPV on SPV on SPV. There are people that probably think they're going to get really rich in this SPV world that
Yeah.
may not make a dollar.
Yeah.
Because I know there's very, very few people that have been approved to be on the cap table. And if you're not one of those people,
Right.
you're on a synthetic SPV.
Right.
And you just got to hope that they.
You gotta hope, even after all, because there's 2 and 20 plus 2 and 20 plus 2 and 20
Yeah.
on each one of them.
That's wild.
Yeah. But
Well, good for
and I'll also say, like, when we've talked about space a lot on this pod, and I mean, like, whatever, space is like funny to me. Like, I don't even understand it, to
Yeah.
be honest.
Yeah.
And SpaceX, a lot of its value today is based on Starlink, which is like, I don't know, $20 billion business or whatever it's like run rating toward next year.
Yeah.
And the rest, everyone assumed it was around space tourism and NASA contracts. And I saw someone like break down why like Elon's even more bullish on SpaceX, and I think why the market is even more bullish on it. It's because all the power that's needed to kind of fuel the AI compute,
Mhm.
his vision is that the AI compute is actually done in space
Mhm.
and the sun powers it
Mhm.
because there's endless energy there. And I'm like, oh my God, this company might be worth $10 trillion.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so crazy.
Bezos is in this game now.
Yeah.
And Elon said copycat. He tweeted at him.
Yeah.
So funny how he just,
Yeah.
just goes
I love it.
straight to the jugular.
Yeah.
So
You said 9 to 11.
not a lot of
Yeah.
for a 1.5.
I think they said they'll do 20 billion next year. So it is growing fast. But if you
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
I know it doesn't matter.
I like
not-
the stock.
But if he is like remotely directionally right that you could do the compute in space
Yeah.
for all the needs of, and because he basically is saying that like all the reactors that we'll ever build here will never be enough because we don't have enough power. But in the solar power of the sun is basically more powerful, which
Yeah.
like, I don't even understand how that whole like that equation
Yeah,
even
he's
works.
been pushing that in all his interviews. I've been
Yes,
seeing the clips.
and that might be like a recent, like reveal where he's just like, fuck, I can actually do this in space and it can actually be efficient.
Yeah.
And if that's true, and that actually is what happens, that everyone's like, fuck, I need to get to space to use the compute. He's the only guy up there.
And there's no environmental regulations in space. You can burn, baby, burn, drill, baby, drill. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fucking space.
Yeah, because who's it? Is Newsom going to ruin space
That'd be
for us?
funny.
He'll try.
That'd be funny if
Find a way. There'll be home invasions in space somehow.
That'd be funny if AOC's like, we got to protect the aliens, the Martians.
Yeah, it's also wild to me how I feel like all of his businesses, well, most of them are like converging together a little bit.
Yeah.
Like XAI and Tesla and SpaceX. And then if you have intergalactic fucking data centers and then that's powering your XAI, and it just feels like,
It
I
is
don't, maybe there's one
insane.
company here that's like 50 trillion. You know what I mean? That's like
Yeah, I
one
mean, it is-
business.
You know what's actually more insane is he said, I need 9 hours of sleep a night. Who's sleeping 9 hours a night?
There's no way he is.
That's
If
what he
is-
claims. He goes, I'm much sharper, so I try to get 9 hours of sleep. How does he have time?
I don't get it. It makes no sense.
Well, it is like, you know, becoming pretty crazy because like Tesla, clear, it's like it's the greatest automotive company ever. It's not even close. It's the race is over. SpaceX is literally going to be the biggest space company ever. X, which, you know, everyone was joking when he bought it for $44 billion that it was like a dumb thing. It was a disaster.
It's just
it's
makes
profitable now.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing. It's fucking mind blowing. Because also undeniably, the purchase of Twitter was reckless. It wasn't.
It was for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
it
the way
was
he
ego.
describes it, it feels like he was sort of already in it, like too pot committed, and kind of then had to, or else there was all the lawsuits.
ego,
and,
right?
yeah.
But
But
he tweeted he would buy it, and then they called him, and he didn't want to back out.
But unless he's lying, it's not that he had some grand thesis on how to make it worth that amount. He just,
I think him tweeting is 50% of why it got so much bigger. Because you got into the mind of arguably the greatest mind in the history of the world.
yeah.
I mean, it is. I will
he's funny.
objectively say it is a better platform today than it was pre-Elon. The algorithm on X before or Twitter, it was trash.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to it today.
Because also think about all the people. I mean, there's a non-trivial amount of people that left it because he's on it or owned it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I feel like a lot of I mean, almost every Tesla I see, I know we're in LA, but has a fucking anti-Elon sticker on it.
Really? I
I
don't
don't
see
see that
that.
anymore.
Start looking for them. I'm telling you. Even today, driving because I drove to.
So why do they have it?
Because they got a lease.
So look, I ripped it on this podcast. I said that those people were complete losers, and one of the people, this is a valid thing, DM'd me and said, "Hey,
I'm not a loser.
I'm not a loser. I don't actually hate Elon. I do this so people don't key my car because the losers, the actual losers, will damage. They're worried that they'll damage their cars. So if that's the case, then okay. But anyway, the point is, I think there's also a non-trivial amount of people that left because he was the owner.
Yeah. I mean, fascinating. It's going to be one of the.
He'll be worth $1 trillion by mid next year, if I had to guess.
Has to, right?
Yeah, why not?
When's his earn out thing or the crazy deal?
I think that takes a handful of years.
Yeah.
But if the stock is $2 trillion, he'll have 800 billion just in SpaceX.
He's only 54.
You know what's so crazy is
That's crazy.
you know, so the kids asked me today, who has the most money in the world, and so my little one's like,
You said MBS.
LeBron goes, he goes LeBron James, my little one,
You said yes.
and I go, no, he doesn't,
Oh.
and he goes Shohei Ohtani, and he goes, no. And then I go Elon Musk, and he goes, oh, okay. He goes, who's stronger, LeBron or Elon Musk?
Now we're thinking.
And I go, LeBron. He's like, oh, and he has more money? And then he goes, how good is, he goes literally the next question goes, how good is Elon Musk at baseball? And I go, he's not good.
Yep.
And I go, why do you ask this question? He's like, well, if he's not good at baseball, he's not good at basketball.
He's
how
not
does he have any
strong.
money?
Yeah. This is an important day. This is an important learning day for Dom.
Oh, Miles. Dominic understands. Dominic knows Tesla,
Miles.
SpaceX. He understands all that.
This is an important day for how
Miles
the world
is
works.
5 years old, and he's just like, I don't understand how you're telling me
Yeah.
this guy has the most money and he doesn't play baseball or basketball.
Yeah, you should show him a photo of the guy who owns the Lakers. He's like, this guy has more than LeBron. I'm like, what? This random old dude. Yeah, that's an important lesson in the way the world works. Yeah. That's funny. Okay. Next up, do you want to talk about Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disney signed a deal with OpenAI. They invested
$1 billion.
$1 billion, and OpenAI can use the likeness.
That's the hope. Basically, the hope is that
That's not set in stone.
no, that you be able to create AI driven content
With
I-
their IP.
with their IP.
On Sora specifically is what they're pushing.
Yeah. Which I think the bigger opportunity is just for Disney to inject really high level technical talent from OpenAI. Basically, Disney should be putting out like 14 fucking Frozens a year
Yeah.
and not waiting for whatever animators and whatever the process is.
Yeah.
And I think if they can do that, then great, Disney wins. Disney also has been like a laggard in terms of a performing company
Yeah.
in the last decade. They've kind of missed the boat on everything.
They're flat over 10 years.
10 years, yeah. I mean, there's so many companies that are flat over 10 years.
Which I think we sat on this pod like 5 years ago and talked about how wildly undervalued the stock was.
Yeah.
It did run up. And then it
I know. I'm
went
not saying
right straight back
I'm not dissing us. I'm more dissing them, to be honest. Like,
Yeah, well, we're not running the company.
yeah, we were right.
They don't know what they're doing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's-
ESPN fell off a cliff. That
Yeah.
was 50% of their profit,
Profit.
at
Well,
the peak.
cable TV fell off a
But
cliff.
also, they freaking go broke themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know what happened to Snow White.
Yeah, it was just one after another.
Yeah. Look, I think ultimately the IP is so valuable that, I mean, like the fact that, like, I don't know what Disney's worth, 200 billion or whatever. There's like like, think about it like this. There's companies worth 4 trillion now, 5
Yeah.
trillion. Disney's worth 200 billion. There's companies that are 20x. OpenAI is 3-4x.
Right.
Mhm.
You know, it's probably 500 billion at this point, OpenAI.
Yeah.
And it's a 10-year-old business. It's Disney kind of really like the IP is so damn valuable, but it's just like,
Yeah, that's what I don't get because I went to Disneyland last week for her daughter's birthday. The cult following's still there.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course. It's just not a well-run business. That's what it
Like
is.
that IP, and it's all ages. Like
Yeah.
we joke about, there's the 45-year-old with no kids
Yeah.
all around the park lining
that's called
up.
a pedophile.
Yeah, that.
But you know what I'm talking about. You
Person
guys,
should be in handcuffs.
you've been to Disney more than I have, Drama.
I don't know about that on it.
I know.
Don't put that on me. I went a couple times with a nice setup.
No, but my point is the IP's so goddamn valuable.
Yeah.
How are they not monetizing it better?
Yeah.
They just fumbled. They just didn't do it right. I mean, they just poorly
Yeah, I
ran
mean,
it.
even like our 4-year-old girl, the amount we spent on like different princess experiences.
yeah. It's a fortune.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Did you guys listen to the? Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mine's a little bit of a jump because we were talking about market caps and Nvidia being 4 trillion. Did you guys listen to the Jensen Rogan?
No,
I
how was
listened
it?
It was
to
really
most of it,
good.
yeah.
It was like real like philosophical and life, and like he was talking about how he's anxious and scared every day that the company might fail,
Yeah.
and just I don't know, it was good.
It was real.
It
Do you
was
know
real,
the-
and it's like from like a guy who, you know, if anyone should be arrogant and cocky and whatever, he was just so like human, you know.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, he gave the examples too where the chauffeur is still going to have a job.
Yeah.
Even if they're, he went through all the,
He's like, my chauffeur will always have a job.
Yes.
Because
He
I'm
was-
going to be the richest man in the world, and
Yeah.
I need to go from point A to
And the
point B.
other takeaway, if you think about it, in the world right now, Jensen and Elon are probably the 2 most important people.
Yeah.
And the way they do interviews, Both of them, same exact style. They pause for like 10 seconds before they answer.
Yes.
I think that's like the style. They probably
No,
probably
that's
on
trained.
purpose. Yeah.
That is a trained skill. There are many. I remember vividly in listening in history class about like great orators, and the pause is like basically how you command control.
And
Like
and
not
it's-
saying anything.
Because everyone is on their edge thinking, what is he going to say?
Well, and it looks like they're thinking so much about their answer, and then so whatever they said must be such a gem that's about to come out.
And I think it's more of like, you're gonna wait till I'm ready to fucking speak.
Yeah, you little
You're not doing a
peon.
goddamn thing till I.
Joe Rogan, you freaking ape.
Yeah.
You freaking
Go
wait.
take some peptides up your ass.
Yeah, you freaking. Yeah,
It's so
it was
funny.
really good though. It was a great.
And that
little
also is
window.
like the old saying, the smartest people can make the most complex things simple.
Yeah.
And Jensen did that on Rogan.
Yeah, Jensen's
If you
very,
if you get intimidated by AI, because even like someone like me that follows technology pretty closely, I see shit. I'm like, what are they talking about?
Yeah.
And then you see Jensen on Rogan, he explains everything.
Oh, I gotta listen to it
It was also very non.
because I don't know what anyone's talking about.
Yeah, listen to Jensen. It was also very not fear. He kind of like giggled because Rogan's pretty like openly paranoid about AI, and just the way he even responded to him, kind of like giggling at him.
What's really interesting was on All In, they had Tucker Carlson, and
Yeah.
I listened to like 15 minutes of it, and I was listening to this AI part, and I was shocked at Tucker Carlson's like under his perspective of AI, where he basically was like, I'm against it because I don't see the material benefit, and there's going to be job loss, and there's going to be the robots are going to kill you. And I was like, this guy's dummy.
Yeah.
I thought he was smart.
Well, he's smart. I mean, look, I think
He's old school, right?
I know, but like,
that's one
if
version
you don't
of
believe AI and robotics is deflationary, and you don't understand that, every technology has been deflationary, every single one. So like, what don't you understand about that? Like, and you're just assuming that like humans don't adapt and find new jobs and new way to make money.
You could make the same argument like Larry Fink, who runs BlackRock, Jamie Dimon, they were shitting on crypto for 15 years and now they're the biggest proponents
I know,
of
but
it.
that's different. The difference is like no one ever feared that crypto was going to replace the way, I don't know, we transact.
Yeah.
Right. Like that was never a fear. Of course, pro crypto people believe it, but that was never a fear. No one was waking up in panic sweats. Like
well,
people
now they are. That's why they're all jumping
I know,
on.
but-
That's the whole stable
no,
coin
but I think
revolution.
they're more of like, fuck it, let's make money off of it. Where like I don't think the US dollar is going anywhere anytime soon.
So I mean, we can get in. I mean, do you want to get in the stable coin? I
No.
don't know how much it's like, this is the like internet moment for crypto. It's kind of transpired in the last year, really at a pace that I don't think people really understand. And that's why BlackRock's in it. JP Morgan, you name your financial institution that never was interested in crypto. So stable coins, just for people that have seen the term but don't understand it, all a stable coin is $1 $1 worth of stablecoin is backed by either a US dollar or US Treasury, one of the two things. So it's effectively safe.
It's a dollar.
It's a dollar. And there's all these platforms that have been built in the last decade that now real world companies can just plug it in like a Shopify plugin and accept stablecoins.
Mhm.
So you knock off that merchant fee.
Yeah.
Instant. Like when we charge credit cards at 5.4 or Reckless,
Right.
you don't get it for 3 days.
Right.
And now you get it immediately.
Right.
Fraud protection's better because it's on chain. You know exactly who sent it or who. You can't fraudulently have a transaction on stablecoin because it's either being sent or it's not.
Right.
And this is the moment for crypto where it finally has its use case globally.
Right.
And you don't need to, and that's the beauty of it because it's going to be, people won't even know they're using crypto.
Is it, if I tried to way oversimplify it, is it essentially the same thing as just putting the US dollar on the blockchain?
I would say sure. And it's basically think Visa, MasterCard is like the global
Right.
way everyone transacts for
Right.
the most part. And this is a new way of doing it.
Right.
And the beauty of
But
it
it's sort of
is-
like digital
And this
cash.
is going to like preeminently, the bill, the genius bill that's going to be passed any week now, basically guarantees American dominance because everything's backed by the US dollar.
Yeah,
so if this becomes the new financial system where globally everyone's using stable coins, you have to buy treasuries or own US dollars.
And check this out. This is the genius of why I really believe what Trump is doing here is like so insane. Is, do you know that everyone who is on this stablecoin train, they buy US treasuries?
Right.
Everyone thought no one would buy US debt ever again.
Yeah, that's what I just said. It's guaranteeing American dominance.
Yeah, and so like there's trillions.
We should print more money. Get the party going.
And, okay, let's move on to that because the party.
Now we're talking.
The party that America is about
Let's
to
get
have.
more trees.
Literally, put a tree in every fucking downtown.
So Michael Burry, who we were going to talk about, he obviously got the House beat him. That's why he gave up trading.
Yeah,
because he got beat.
Yeah, I mean, this guy.
He's been right once.
This guy's a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, guess what? I've been right like 10 times, 20 times. I'm better than him. He was right once.
Who's
They
like
made a fucking movie.
Who's like a huge one-hit wonder?
Yeah.
Like Montel Jordan or something, right?
Yeah,
It's
this
like-
is how we do it is big.
It's like if he made a blog just shitting on like the music industry and everyone took his opinion so serious.
Yeah,
It's
so-
like, dude, you were right once.
Yeah, so Michael Burry launched a Substack, and then, he was like, even like, you remember when at the end of Big Short, they said, oh, his new bet is on water. Like, there's not going to be water.
Almonds or whatever.
Guess what?
Fuck out of here.
We all have
Michael.
water. We're drinking water
Yeah.
fucking endlessly right now.
Man,
By the way,
Michael.
there's not even a drought in California anymore. That's how much water we have.
Yeah.
So the guy doesn't know anything. He's a moron.
But people like to follow him.
Yes.
They
it's
love
like the
it.
tree. He's a tree.
He had one hit so long ago.
Yes.
It's just because they made a movie about him?
The movie was good.
They should follow Steve
really
Carell,
good.
not him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like the character. You like Michael.
No, I like,
or,
what's the white kid's
the-
name? The younger guy, super famous, who's the one peddling the credits. Well,
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
No, but who's, what's the guy's name that is Michael Burry?
Christian Bale. Yeah.
Follow Christian Bale. He'll give you better financial advice.
I bet you if you just followed Christian Bale's investing tips.
Yeah.
Christian Bale versus Ryan Gosling versus Steve Carell versus Michael Burry. Michael Burry is not number one.
He's last.
No, he's last.
If you were an average person following his investment advice, you are bankrupt. Yeah.
But I think so. The big news. So I don't think we've had a podcast in the last 2 weeks.
Right.
A lot of policy talk has happened. One is who's going to be the next Fed chair. We're going to 2%.
Give me someone that likes the party.
I think we might go to one.
He said
You
one.
know what? Put Diplo.
He's like, we should be one. He's like, we should even be negative.
Give it to Diplo. He'll turn the party back on.
He's everywhere,
fuck
so
it.
why not?
Why
Make
not
him-
make him the chair?
We're partying. Diplo's in charge.
So the big news that came out today, Bessent and all these guys were doing the press circuit that the deficit is going to come in $600 billion lighter than expected.
Because of tariffs or what?
Combination, I think, some
Correct.
moderate spending cuts,
Okay.
tariffs. The big news actually was that imports are down way low. They're way down from China. And so like you do have a trade imbalance there for many decades where there's so much imports. The fact that we're just not bringing as much stuff in.
Right.
What's interesting is that like the tariffs were supposed to be pretty inflationary. I think what it did, it actually made companies be super disciplined on what they actually bring into the country.
Right.
And that's probably why that like we don't have shortages of things all over the country, but we have enough. We were too gluttonous and we probably have enough. And the market just kind of adjusted it and everyone just bought a little bit less because they don't need it, because they don't want to pay the tariffs on it.
Right.
And somehow that's like worked in their favor in the way they thought about policy. But if you assume that, unemployment continues to tick up a little. Oil, he said, is going to gas. He said is $2. Gas in my neighborhood has never dropped. It's fucking dropping. I'm shocked.
That's such a big deal. That's like for everyday Americans.
Yeah. I mean, to me, that is the one expense eating out and gas are the two things I see in my face.
You see gas in your face.
Yeah. In terms of
And
the
eating
price.
Can we clip that?
Yeah. I see gas in my face.
Right. Yes. That's everyone.
Yeah.
That's literally everyone. That's your drive to work,
Yeah.
your drive to fucking Times Square,
Yeah.
your drive. Like, I feel like that makes such a difference.
So it's going to be interesting to see because, you know, the challenge is that like there's a lot of inflation still in parts of the economy. Like still car and health insurance are out of control. Like they've gone up way too much. They haven't really addressed that. Like the administration has talked about it, but they haven't done anything about it. And then the other big kind of inflationary thing has been housing and rent, but there's a stat showing that rent is actually gone down and home prices actually went down this year as well. Moderately, very, very like less than 1% on both.
Mm-hmm.
But if you assume rent will go down even a little bit next year, housing prices go down a little, oil goes down, interest rates go down, you should skate by.
I actually think if home prices and rent go down, that's great for the American people because that means we're increasing supply.
Yeah.
That means we're actually building more and not being tied up with permits. There's projects just around the office that have been shut down in the last couple years. Like pretty big projects.
Because of permits?
Yeah. The
It
local
took too
city
long,
council,
the money, then everyone just
the local council just shut it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's your general outlook is things are looking good. Party's back.
Well, no, I don't think the party's back yet, but I think it's setting up for potentially an opportunity for things to pick back up. Because right now, so much of the GDP growth has been because of the AI kind of moment where like the capital expenditures of Google and Microsoft and Facebook and Nvidia are so crazy that like it's propped up like a portion of the economy.
Right.
And then the real economy, a lot of people are not participating in.
Right.
And so that eventually has to benefit those people at some point. That has not happened this year. This year
hasn't. What the party planners for the Fed, the asset holders are going to crush.
Yeah.
So if you own assets, you're going to do great.
Yeah. And I think it just goes back to how important it is for the next 2 years, 3 years, when this guy is still president. Probably his last year is probably when you see a correction because like it knows that the powers are changing.
Yeah.
Like he's no longer going to be there and we don't know what the policy of the next president will be. They're going to go up. Everything's going to go up.
When's he out?
He's made it he's literally telling, every time this guy has told you what he's going to do, he does it. It's like the same thing with the ICE thing. Everyone's like, this is so heinous. He fucking said it in his goddamn speech.
Yeah.
He was going to do it.
Yeah.
You didn't believe it?
Yeah.
Did you hear him this past week when they were talking about GDP growth? He goes 3-4%. Why isn't it 20-25%?
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? I like that.
It is a fair question. I'm not saying he's anywhere. He also said that tariffs brought in 18 trillion.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Which is just a lie.
18 what?
He said 18 trillion.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the guy's a salesman.
I did see an incredible meme. Biden was at the Eagles game, and the meme was like, "Hey, who's that? Donovan McNabb?"
Yeah, I saw that.
Man, he was at the game.
Yeah.
It was cold.
I know, man.
It's
Get
too
that guy
cold, man.
fucking by the
And he was
fire.
outside. He wasn't even.
Yeah,
he
he was
was
on
on
the
the
field,
field.
yeah.
Sheesh. Okay. The big topic of the business week is this Netflix, Warner Brothers, Paramount showdown.
Yep.
Feels like a real life episode of maybe Succession or something. So I'll just stumble through it and then you guys can pick it up. But essentially Netflix made a bid for Warner Brothers. They accepted it publicly, right?
Yeah.
And then Paramount came in with like a, hostile takeover sort of bid. And now this is all still playing out currently,
Yeah,
right?
it's live. And, Netflix, what was interesting is Netflix bid is of the studio business and they would sell off the cable business.
Right. They want the studio and the streaming, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And they don't want the rest of the business.
Paramount's going for everything.
Paramount said, we'll keep everything and offering a higher price.
Yes.
When the Netflix thing happened and they outbid Paramount, I think we talked about it on the pod. I was like, Paramount is David Ellison.
Right.
David Ellison is the son of Larry Ellison.
Right.
Larry Ellison is the single biggest donor.
Right.
To the Republican Party and Trump. And so I just didn't think there was any way that Netflix is going to just skate free and get this business.
Mhm.
Then on top of it, now they've offered more money. I don't understand it. And what's interesting is that if you ask like old school Hollywood people, they don't like Netflix buying.
No, they don't.
Because it's going to,
Well, yeah.
Netflix runs like a technology company.
Yeah.
They're going to gut the fucking company.
Yeah.
Going to fire everyone, make a lean and mean machine,
Yeah.
and they're going to change the way Hollywood is done, which is not good, for LA.
Not good for LA. And there was like a group of 15 filmmakers that wrote to Congress that pleading with them saying, let's not let this go through.
Don't you feel
because
like-
of creativity.
I'm not saying they're not right, but like that's going to happen anyway.
Yeah, it will happen
Like,
anyways.
I got an idea. Then where's all your fucking good movies? Anna, we were talking the other day about you go to the movies a lot. What do you even see?
It's tough to find movies.
Right.
So I was on the plane the other day, flying back from Newark. It was like a 5
That's where all the good movies are. They stopped.
So
They cut them off.
and by the way, like I usually take these 6 a.m.s or red eyes. I'd never watch a movie.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to watch a movie. I could not find one movie.
They all suck.
I just like freeballed it and just looked at the back of the fucking plane
Yeah.
seat and listened to a couple
Well, the problem is-
podcasts.
Raw dogging.
Yeah.
They call that
Yeah,
raw dogging your
dog,
flight. Yeah.
The mindless content, which actually we all love,
Love
doesn't get made anymore because
Yeah.
they're going for the only movies that get made are the ones that you can swing for, that $400 or $500 million outcome.
Yeah.
Like Zootopia did 500 plus million on the first
or you can
weekend.
go make a remake of some shit. Like all of it's remakes. It's
Yeah.
like I get it, all you fucking movie people writing letters and complaining, but make some good movies.
Yeah.
Like make a better product. I don't even think any of the movies and stuff on Netflix are good. I mean, maybe there's a couple, but
I don't watch any of those.
I don't either. But like, where are the theatrical? Where are they? The masterpieces that are going away. Where I looked at iPick the other day because I wanted to go to iPick, and I was like, I don't know what any of these fucking things are.
And you know what the sad thing about, because iPick is where we go to, and every week I feel like there's fewer and fewer movies.
yes, there was like 4 movies playing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like I understand the like romanticism, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
The falling in love with the old school Hollywood, but like, where's the fucking hits?
Yeah, there isn't any.
Okay, so sell it to Netflix and move on.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah,
It's
just
over.
speed it up.
TikToks,
Just speed it up.
Spielberg. Just speed it up. It's over.
And if you assume you can make everything more efficient with AI, you can't even film in California because the policies are so dumb.
Right.
Do you understand how much primo land these studios own? Primo land in LA.
Yeah.
Paramount,
Think about those golf
Warner
courses.
Brothers, in
Sony.
Burbank, Sony.
Think about
Fucking
those
all over
country
Hollywood and
clubs those
LA
could be.
is fucking Valley is these like primo. Let's start building apartments.
Let's give us groves, apartments, and country clubs. You know what I mean? We could have 5 new groves,
Yeah.
beautiful condos,
Yeah.
and fucking like 3 new Bel Airs.
Yes. There's so much land these studios have taken, and nothing is filmed here. What are
Get
you doing with all
out.
this space?
That's true. That's a good point. I didn't think of that.
I was literally the other day across the hill on Laurel Canyon, Ventura at it was for a cause that a friend of ours puts together, and we were volunteering, and I forgot what the name of the studio is. It's a famous lot. Whatever. I've never been inside of it. We parked and we start walking. This thing is fucking huge
They're
in
so
Studio
big.
City.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Taking up massive amounts of space in primo LA. Like people would die to live in Studio City
Yeah.
if it was cheaper.
Like, what's the Warner Brothers real estate worth?
Billions.
Right.
So the data is clear, is 40% fewer shows and movies are being made. Box office is down 40%. Do you think, I guess I know the answer you guys are going to come up with, but is that like fantasy of the Idaho kid coming to LA to be in the movie business, or now it's just being in the influencer business?
Mm-hmm.
Is that it's just
Mhm.
transformed into that, right?
Mhm. Yeah. I think it's very few. But, I think that kids probably like when I see the way that young women react to Jacob Elordi or whatever, you know who that is?
No, I don't.
He
I
was
know the name.
Yeah,
Famous actor.
yeah, famous actor, but like he's like the guy right now. And
I thought Chalamet's the guy.
I would argue Elordi. You'd have to ask, look, I'm talking about younger women, 20s women. He might be bigger, but he's still a movie star. Like there definitely is still.
Yeah, movie stars still matter.
Yeah, they exist, but I think the vast majority. But I'm just saying, movie stars still exist, but I think the vast majority, and I don't think it's not even. I think the data is clear. Kids want to be streamers and influencers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the waiter at the restaurant, the good-looking guy or girl, they're trying to be in the influencer business.
I would argue. I mean, yeah, obviously there's still plenty that are the old school.
Just by the numbers game, you have a 40% fewer chance
Yeah.
booking anything.
Yeah, it's not. You're not skating to where the puck is going if you're
Yeah.
trying to fucking be Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. It's too hard.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
hard?
and there's gonna be no. If you're like 16 and your goal is to like move to LA and be an actor, actors are gonna be gone by the time you get here.
Yeah. Well, by the way, there isn't anyone, because if you talk to people who are teachers, they'll all tell you the number one profession is YouTuber.
Yeah.
Not even influencer, it's YouTuber.
Yeah, YouTuber, and then it's got to be
Because that's
streamer.
equivalent of Hollywood today. Where does
Yeah.
everyone watch content? It's on YouTube.
Mhm.
They're not watching on. Sure, they may be watching it on ATV.
And it's not close because with this merger, all the data has come out. Like YouTube's just like way bigger than everyone.
It is. It's shocking.
Yeah.
It's also a case, to be honest with you, it's actually a really smart case for why, like, yes, lean into that. That's something that Mr. Beast has said for years is like, look, it's the biggest platform. It's where everyone spends their time. They're just getting better. It's now more and more people are watching it on their TVs instead of TV shows. Like, of course, I'm going to invest all my time and energy into being the biggest YouTuber in the world. So it's a smart long-term strategy.
And it's user generated content. They're not paying for it.
Right. Instead, what, you want to go wait in line at a fucking casting and get like, you know,
I mean, I could tell you the last.
touched by a casting director?
Yeah, because that still goes
white
on.
Yeah, it does. There's still a few stragglers. If you're a perv that's a casting director, your days are numbered, man.
Yeah, you're done.
I can
running
just
out
tell
of-
you my personal behavior. I watched YouTube on my TV the last 3 nights.
Yeah,
before
that's
I went to sleep.
everybody.
It's really just sports and YouTube, right?
No, I watched the podcast, the video version.
Wait, but I'm saying you watch sports,
Yeah,
and then
sports.
you watch YouTube.
Yeah.
I think that's most people.
And YouTube owns sports now.
Also
The
true.
NFL.
Also true. Yeah, it's over. So just let Netflix take it. All these crybaby fucking writers can, if that's the case, then go make a great cinematic masterpiece and just get it over
Or
with.
go make a cinematic TikTok.
Yeah. I'd love to see a Spielberg TikTok.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Michael Bay,
Quibi.
start a page.
Quibi was ahead of its time.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know what's funny? I had a lunch meeting with someone who used to work at Netflix, fairly senior,
Yeah.
and he's like, "I think now's the right time for Quibi."
Yeah. I actually,
agree.
He said the timing was just off.
Yeah.
it was.
I
It
agree.
was. It is where the future was heading. Super high quality content in short form. Like
Yeah.
it makes sense now. I mean, I can't sit and watch a movie. I don't have the attention span anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'll put on a movie on TV. I'm on my phone. I'm not paying attention.
Yeah. It has to be,
It has to
really
be
good.
unbelievable for me to pay attention. The only thing I do pay attention to is stand up.
Yeah,
'Cause I
it
don't wanna
keeps
miss a
you-
joke.
Yeah, it's
But do
funny.
you watch any shows? Like I feel like shows have gotten really good.
So we recently just started watching Landman.
Thank God. I'm so glad you said that. It's
It's a show.
incredible.
That's an incredible show.
It's a-
There you go. That's Paramount. Good content. You win. You make bad content, no one watches it.
Right. Right. But that's your TV. That's not, my argument is against the people fucking complaining, all these movie directors about cinema and theaters.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I
It's
was
not even
joking
that
in
I
our-
wish they were right, but they're just,
I was joking in our chat the other day. You know, when people are like, I love blah, blah, blah films. And I was like, what is that? Because they like people who are like movie buffs like to reference directors.
oh, get out of here.
That is a big pet peeve of mine.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, I
I
know
know.
Antoine Fuqua. I'm like, who?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
No one knows who that is, bro.
They're like-
I know Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah.
You know Jerry Bruckheimer? That's my guy.
You ever heard of Kai Cenat?
Yeah.
I love Kai.
He's the guy.
Yeah. I hate people like, what are you? You're just some like artsy fartsy
Yeah,
fucking
get outta
moron.
here. No.
Because you know a director? Because you stayed till the end of the movie to watch the credits? I left and got out of traffic.
yeah.
I didn't watch the credits.
I waited till they put it on the plane
Yeah.
in the library.
And it was free.
Yeah. Bitch.
It was funny. The last movie we saw, I saw the movie ends, credits start, and I was like, this is gonna be so short in like 5 years. Like
Credits?
the number of people that
Sora.
are required.
Yeah.
Thanks to Sora.
Yeah, James and Sora.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, the budget for this film was $83.
Yeah. Also, yeah, when you see just all those names, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so many names.
Yeah, it is like the epitome of like, you know, like we talk about like being at the right place at the right time is so much of your success in your career. Like if you are just so happen to be in San Francisco 5 years ago, you got to ride the AI wave. Or if you're in Hollywood, whatever, at a certain time era. If you're sitting here like driving from Kansas to be in the movie,
I know. You know what's even worse? Imagine if you're driving from Kansas to be a movie like writer.
Oof.
Like I'm gonna be the
Oh,
next fucking whoever that guy is. Oh shit. It's just over. But how good is Landman? And also I just have to ask while we're just catching up, did you guys watch the Diddy 50 Cent documentary?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So this guy is just killing everyone.
I mean, it's been like decades of terror.
If 30% of it is true,
Yeah.
he's still the worst human being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're told that's a great take. That is true.
I mean, he definitely killed Tupac.
One of like
Got
many.
to. Yeah.
The guy was just out here just killing.
But what else I didn't talk about is like I've heard, I mean, I am not the one saying these rumors, but I have heard them that there's like really shady info around Kim Porter. They didn't talk about that at all.
That we've heard
So
in the
I-
LA streets.
Yeah, like I think they
Yeah.
left some murders out of it.
Yeah.
Crazy. But Landman,
Yeah.
so good, right?
It's so
Are
good.
you on the first season?
I'm on the first season.
Yeah.
I've probably watched 5 episodes.
It's just so good. Second season's on right now.
Yeah.
So
it gives
good.
you everything you need. It's violence.
Raunchy.
Yes, raunchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also like business.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of like billions in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Ugh. Okay. Is that it?
By the way, just to give you an example, Taylor Sheridan, who created Yellowstone,
Yeah.
created Landman, and all these shows, he got a multi-hundred, maybe even $1 billion deal.
Yeah.
So if you're the best, you'll make money. But if you're like a mid,
But yes, but I also just want to keep going on my point that it's not, I don't care about TV. TV, I think, is in like a bit of a golden area. It's all this like theater, the romanticizing the theater experience and the great movies and the like, where are those? And
It's Tom Cruise. That's it.
it's literally Top Gun.
yeah.
It's like, and don't get me wrong, I wish it were true. I wish I could go to a movie
The
this
Glenn Powell
weekend.
one had that buzz. Like you have to see it in the theater.
Which movie?
Yeah, which one was that?
Exactly.
I know.
Something Man,
Yeah.
Running Man.
Yeah, no one saw it.
I saw it.
Okay, I'm sure it bombed.
I think it did fine.
Yeah, but
I think it bombed. If I were to guess, it bombed.
my complaint is I wish
Tom Cruise went to the premiere.
that's all you
But
got.
who cares? Like literally, these people, they're irrelevant.
If
All
there
of
was
them
like a
are irrelevant.
Landman equivalent in theaters only and you could go watch it, I think it'd be great. I think TV's great, but TV can happen on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's just
the movie I will watch is the movie on the coach in Michigan. I'll watch that movie.
Oh, that's a whole
That's
other
Blockbuster.
story.
the one that's being made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, with the AI, you should make that movie this week. I should be able to go to the store movie next weekend.
You probably can.
Imagine if that's how quick movies start happening.
You should write it.
Like right now, so if you live in LA, you'll hear about this story in the morning when you wake up. Rob Reiner, who's one of the most famous speaking of directors, producers in
Few
Hollywood.
Good Men.
Yeah, many of the most famous movies of that era was found murdered, him and his wife. And they're suspecting his son
that happened when?
just now.
Like a couple hours ago.
Like you guys were finding this out more like from
Yeah,
your friends.
It's like all over
Right before
TMZ.
we headed over here, it was all over the news.
because
and
it happened in
chats.
Brentwood. There's
It's a
helicopter,
big LA thing, right?
Yeah.
Brentwood.
but it's good. I mean, this is like insane.
What's the son up to? Like what's his
They said it was in and out of rehab. That was the only other thing we've seen. Depression, things of that nature. So it hasn't
Got
been
it.
clear what his what the motive or what happened, but it's
that's wild.
crazy. Shout outs.
Oh yeah. Shout outs.
First one.
Mm.
Do a live pod in LA. It's been too long. We
Sure.
did.
Yeah, we could do that.
It's been years.
Those were fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the funnest ones were Peppermint
Yeah.
because we're up on a stage where we belong.
Yeah.
And it just was like a cooler, I don't know, like when we did like some of the smaller ones, it wasn't as fun. Yeah.
From Sean, shout out to you boys for finding time to keep putting episodes out. regardless of how much you have going on in your home and work lives.
Yeah.
Love this pod so much. Keep them coming. Don't care if it's weekly, monthly, or quarterly.
There's Sean.
I'm tuning in.
There's
What
someone
up,
that
Sean?
gets it.
Sean.
There's someone who fucking gets it,
Yeah.
Sean.
Big Sean.
Big Sean.
From Johan. Shout out to myself as OG Day One listener. Shout out to all the other Dutch listeners who enjoy listening to you guys during the commute to work. Shout out to D for all the laughter. Shout out to Anna for all his non-financial insights. And a special shout out to Drama for the countless hours of entertainment. Some read books, other watch linear TV. I had a lot of smiles watching Robin Big, Fantasy Factory, and listen to Short Story Long. And now many years of group chat. Thanks, guys. Happy holidays.
Oh,
Look at
nice.
Look how
That's a
sweet our
sweet.
listeners are this
Yeah.
week.
From Nate, can I shout out myself? Turning 30 tomorrow.
No.
Big fan of the podcast. Looking forward to the predictions episode. Oh, yeah. Predictions in 2 weeks.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
I have big ones.
We got
big.
Can we get our topics ready a little earlier this time?
Yeah.
Because I've been blowing it the last 2 years.
I've been on fire.
Pause. I know, but I just feel like we come in and we're like, okay, you want to
I gave you guys a full week last time on the.
a week?
Yes. I gave you like 4 or 5
Playoffs.
days.
I don't know about that. I think it was 4 or 5 hours.
I write my shit down. I'm ready.
Okay, well, give us a week.
Okay.
Okay.
From Henry. Shout out again to my wife, Judith, this year for finishing the Palm Beach Marathon again.
Nice.
4:05 was her
Damn.
time this year.
Good speed.
Um,
Dude is.
From Johnny, shout out to my boy Nick Ferrer for putting me onto this pod years ago,
Nick
and
Ferrer.
a very happy birthday to him and his daughter Silas.
That's little Nick.
That's me and
yeah,
them.
what's up, Nick? Happy birthday,
Shout
Happy
out to
birthday.
Nick and Jody.
your daughter. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then I had a meeting the other day with a Kathy, so I wanted to give him a shout out, Andrew, and to his fiance. He's getting married this summer in Spain.
Shout out.
All right,
That's all we got.
that's it.
Okay, hell of an episode. Always good when we're all three here. Fuck yeah. Everyone have a great week. It's almost Christmas.
Go see a tree.
Go, you know what? Find your closest fucking pine tree and just stare at it for a
Go
little
see a
bit.
movie.
No,
Yeah.
Save the
Where?
business.
I'd rather see a tree.
No, I'd rather repurpose all the studios, all the movie
Tree.
theaters to housing. Bye.
With a tree. Put a tree.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.